for your weekly dose of politics,
snark, and heavy metal music.
All rise, motherfucker.
For your hosts, Brandon
and Matt.
Hide the rum.
Performer hasn't been provided with a script. As a matter of fact, I have been permitted to choose my own words and discuss my own ideas regarding the choice that we face in the next few weeks. I have spent most of my life as a Democrat. I recently have seen fit to follow another course.
The defense policy of the United States is based on a simple premise. The United States does not start fights. We will never be an aggressor.
As for the peace that we would preserve, I wonder who among us would like to approach the wife or mother whose husband or son has died in South Vietnam and ask them if they think this is a peace that should be maintained indefinitely. There can be no real peace while one American is dying someplace in the world for the rest of us. We're at war with the most dangerous enemy that has ever faced mankind in his long climb from the swamp to the stars. And it's been said if we lose that war and in so doing lose this way of freedom of ours, history will record with the greatest astonishment that those who had the most to lose did the least to prevent its happening. Well, I think it's time we ask ourselves if we still know the freedoms that were intended for us by the founding fathers.
Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. You and I must protect and preserve freedom here, or it will not be passed on to our children, and it will disappear everywhere in the world.
If we lose freedom here, there's no place to escape to. This is the last stand on earth. And this idea that government is beholden to the people, that it has no other source of power except the sovereign people, is still the newest and the most unique idea in all the long history of man's relation to man. This is the issue of this election. Whether we believe in our capacity for self-government or whether we abandon the American Revolution and confess that a little intellectual elite in a far distant capital can plan our lives for us better than we can plan them ourselves. Regardless of their sincerity, their humanitarian motives, those who would trade our freedom for security have embarked on this downward course. They knew that governments don't control things. A government can't control the economy without controlling people. And they know when a government sets out to do that, it must use force and coercion to achieve its purpose.
We, the people. We, the people, tell the government what to do. It doesn't tell us. We, the people, are the driver. The government is the car. Almost all the world's constitutions are documents in which governments tell the people what their privileges are. Our Constitution is a document in which we, the people, tell the government what it is allowed to do.
This administration in Washington has betrayed the working men and women of this country.
I hope we have once again reminded people that man is not free unless government is limited. There's a clear cause and effect here that is as neat and predictable as a law of physics. As government expands, liberty contracts.
A recession is when your neighbor loses his job. A depression is when you lose yours. And recovery is when President of the United States loses his.
Someday, when the time comes to deliver the final ultimatum, our surrender will be voluntary because by that time, we will have been weakened from within spiritually, morally, and economically. The martyrs of history were not fools. Where then is the road to peace? Well, it's a simple answer after all. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness.
Okay, I think everything's working. Hey, guys. Welcome to the machine. I'm Brandon.
I'm Matt.
And it's already getting annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a little loud.
No, I can hear the heater kicking on back there, so I
Yeah.
might have to go shut it off. Yes, you can tell we're still not in the studio. We've only got a couple things to talk about tonight, but anytime hanging out with you guys is a good time, so we'll be doing our best with what we got. Unfortunately, one of us has some very decent equipment in here and doesn't know how to use it. It's that guy.
What are you talking about? I know how to use it.
What do you mean we both sound the same, motherfucker?
I'm confused. We both sound the same.
I sound sexy.
I look sexy.
Give it up! But yeah, we're doing the best we can with what we got, guys. So I'm sorry. We're just thrilled to death that we can hear ourselves. Like it's like the greatest thing ever, being able to have cans on and being able to hear ourselves again.
Yeah.
Because last week we couldn't. We kind of did the what was it? What's that fucking movie? Austin Powers. We can't control the volume of our voice because we didn't know where we were at. But yes, the green screen is dropped again. No, we're not using it. The reason why it's dropped is because Operation Restoring Legacy is behind it. And I want you guys to know that it is actually complete. And it's going to get cleaned up, and the video is going to be released first before anybody actually sees it in person. Unless, of course, you live around here, because I'm definitely, the second it's over 50 degrees, I'm going to fucking take off. The green screen is blocking a project that I don't want anybody to see until it's released. Christina, that's why. I actually can use it, but I'd prefer not to. It's a pain in the ass. Actually, the way my software is set up now, I don't even need the green screen, but since it's up, it'll automatically detect it with the camera, and it'll get pissed. It'll be like, you're going to have to set me up for this, and then I'm going to have to spend the next, hour trying to figure it out. The anticipated release date is probably sometime next week. Like Tuesday, maybe. It could be Monday. I mean, I might work on the video over the weekend. And the final photo will be on Monday or something. Are you squeaking?
No, I was going to say, are you going to do it on Monday when the solar eclipse is going on?
Dude, that would be perfect.
You do the unveiling, and all of a sudden it just goes dark.
No, I got an idea. What time is that supposed to happen?
About 1-ish. I'd have to look it up, but I think it's about 1-ish around in here. I'll be up in Decatur.
No, I got an idea.
What?
Use it. I'm gonna shut all the lights off outside, so there's no lights. Put it outside, and then turn the camera on and let the fucking sun just come back. Come on, wouldn't that be badass? I mean,
Yeah.
who can say that they used that in a video?
Yeah.
Not a motherfucker would think about that. Oh shit, the Peter's here. As long as the Peter isn't covered in shit, we're okay. But he could be. I mean, we don't know his life. We don't know what he does.
This is true.
And Sherman and Christina, and is Alan in here? And Angie, and I mean, there's several. I can't, for some reason, I can't scroll through. It won't. You've seen that? It wouldn't let me go back. Now I'm thinking Team America World Police. Sometimes dicks are covered in shit. Oh, there's Alan. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk more about the project later. Maybe I'll give you a sneak peek. Maybe I won't. Stick around to find out if you get to see anything at all. Like I said, we just... No, I'm not fixing my that's the other baby. My other baby's at the house in complete disarray and probably at this point doesn't even fucking run. It is what it is, you know. Mother Nature was a fucking... Well, she was a cunt.
She still is.
Yeah. Yeah, Mother Nature was a cunt and ruined something that I worked on for 10 years and spent over $20,000 on. It now looks like it should be in a salvage yard, but I've still got her. This Saturday, for those who don't know, I'll be 24. Sure you will be. More like 54.
64?
Yeah. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, and like I said, unfortunately, the studio is still being moved. It's a pain in the ass. But I think we'll be all right. At least, like I said, at least we got this part figured out so we can hear each other and we're not yelling at you. See, it's nice when I can just hear myself and it sounds wonderful. The only thing that's driving me absolutely insane is the power supply over there. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear the buzz? Matt, the baby was my, you're going to laugh at this, but I was very into and still into a certain type of car that a lot of people weren't. When I was a kid, I didn't dream of Ferrari or Lamborghini or anything else like that. I wanted a Pontiac Fiero, and I got one. Actually, I got 9 of them. Don't judge me. I've had a few over the years, but one of them I actually picked it up and I started using it as a street racer. Not street racer. It was legal. Okay, it was a racetrack, but it was basically a race car. And one day we decided it looked ugly, so we wanted to repaint it. And $5,000 later, in 2001, we repainted that car, and it never saw a track again. But I spent a lot of money. I actually have an LS chassis for that, Chris. I just never finished it. But long story short, a few years ago when the tornado hit, it made sure to take out everything I owned, including my baby. And a standing joke was, I had two. I had an '88 Honda CRX that was a drag car, and it was turbocharged and fed with just ungodly amounts of race gas and everything else like that. And on the back of the car, I don't know if Matt remembers this, there was an arrow pointing to the left, and it said "bottles are for babies." And I used to park the Fiero next to it on the left, and it said on the back on the spoiler in little letters, "the baby," because the baby actually did have a nitrous bottle in it. Man, you can hear them over this. They're over there rocking the fuck out. But yeah, that's what she's talking about. She's talking about that baby. I can show you before photos on Discord later on. And I mean before photos as in one piece and looking all nice and pretty, and then send you after photo and watch you cry. Because I sure as fuck did. Anyhow, like I said, we only got a couple things to talk to tonight.
You going to talk to the article?
We're going to talk to the things. But we got some stories we're going to sit down on, and then we're just going to sit here and I guess just bullshit like usual, if I can keep him awake. So every once in a while, if I reach over and twist his nipple, don't worry about it. It's not a sexual thing. I'm just trying to keep him alive. Just putting that out there. Matt, I didn't just lose that one. I lost all of them. Nothing that I had was not damaged. And that car wasn't even here at the shop where the shop disappeared. It was actually several blocks away and should have been protected by a building, but since I got forced out of my parking spot and had to park off to the side, it was not protected, and it got picked up and thrown, and 2x4 shot through it, and everything else like that. I mean, it went through hell. But, you know, shit happens. Moving forward, moving along. Maybe I'll repaint it this year. Maybe I'll do the body work and get it cleaned up, or maybe I'll just strip the body off of it and turn it into a naked car, an off-roader. I mean, I'd hate to do that to it with all the money I've spent to it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I still don't even know what we have in here. I'm just gonna kind of. We haven't done any of these in forever.
Yeah, it's been a while.
This feels good. He's touching me under the desk, not the music. What did Chris say no for?
I don't know.
He yelled no at me. Have you ever not? I bet he's talking about the car.
About making
stripping
it
it naked.
Yeah, and making it off road.
Well, have you ever seen the Baja Fiero? There is one that has a body kit on it, but most of them it's just the chassis because they're space framed. Well, I can't find parts for it, and when I do find parts for it, they want a kidney for something that I wouldn't pay $50 for. I used to pick these things up out of fields and strip them. Now they're like, yeah, I got one. It's in the back. It's had a tree dropped on it. There's no fucking glass in it. The engine's exploded, but give me $3,000. You can have it. It's like, I just need the fucking door panel, bitch. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break here. So, hold on. I'm still figuring this out. I mean, there's too many mute buttons I got to hit.
This is Wayland from A Killer's Confession, so pay attention. You're listening to Brandon and Matt on the Machine Radio Show.
Correctness and fucking your willing to lose.
lefties, liberals, and progressives. This is not a safe space. I repeat, this is not a safe space.
If you are one of those squishies who are easily offended, put on your safety pins, pussy hats, and leave this radio station. Or you can free yourself and get educated.
Well, hell yeah! I tried to twist him up, but he wouldn't have it. Hell no. This old boy, wow, we about to have to keep this one.
You are listening to the Machine Radio Show with your hosts, Brandon
And Matt.
Talking about a bunch of hobos with fingers in each other's pooper in a stranger's car with talk radio playing really loud. It's going to be a nice evening.
Okay, shit just got real weird. I think I'm gonna need a safe space.
What the? Are those friends of yours, Matt?
Oh, hell no.
Are you sure?
Oh, shut your dumpster and start the show already.
Well, all right, you pissy pants. Let's do everything you want to do. All right, well, I guess Angie doesn't want to play along.
She's no fun.
No, she's no fun. I was making fun of Mustang, and she put boyfriend with Mustang. That just doesn't go together. He drives a Mustang. You have a girlfriend. That's what you got. And besides, I don't even know if I can call that a Mustang, actually. It's a 94. Can we even put that in the same class as Mustang? I mean, I stopped at the Fox body, and even that was not really a Mustang to me.
Yeah.
Her name is David. Anyhow. Okay, we're going to have a good time today. After I figure out what the fuck we're going to talk about here. We got a couple of them on here. Well, of course, we've talked about this numerous times. I don't want to read all this shit, though, but good God, look at it all. But we're definitely going to be talking, or at least mentioning this, I guess. We ain't got shit to talk about. Anyhow, it says retired law enforcement duel with Illinois over conceal and carry gun license privileges. In other words, now they're even being affected as law enforcement and or correctional officers, whatever else, as to what they can do with their firearms. It says correctional officers and courthouse deputies are in a duel with the state of Illinois that has lasted more than a decade, focused on whether those retired officers are entitled to special conceal and carry gun permits. Which I'm going to go out on a limb and actually say yes, I believe they should be. They were trained deputies, because they're sheriff's deputies, is or Illinois State.
Mm-hmm.
So they're supposed to be trained. I'm not saying they are, but they should be. So they should be able to carry like they did at work. But, of course, the state of Illinois doesn't want that to happen. And, by the way, did you know the statistics came out? Did you know that law made us no safer? In fact, it's actually been getting worse. Who would have thought that fucking with law-abiding citizens wouldn't affect the criminals? Sorry. It was going to happen. Governor Gravy Sweats, King of California, initially said yes and signed a new law that took effect in 2023, allowing the retired law enforcement officers. Oh, he's only done one thing right in his whole career. But the state agency tasked with issuing those permits has since refused to enforce the law, arguing it conflicts with federal guidelines. It does not. I'm going to say it does not. I don't know how they would say it conflicts with federal guidelines, because the federal guideline is that if you had a badge for a certain amount of time, if you were trained for a certain amount of time, or if you were an armed guard for a certain amount of time. I don't remember what the statute number is, but it says that they're lawfully able to carry. You're lawfully able to carry.
Yeah.
So, let's see. It says we're asking what we're entitled to legally by law, a right to defend ourselves legally if something happens, said retired Cook County Sheriff's deputy. After 30 years of qualifying and everything, I don't understand why they think they can do this. It's because they're a bunch of shitbags. That's why.
It's because they would rather give them to the illegals coming in.
Well, yeah, they're trying to do that now, too. That's true. Let's see. Let's go back to it. Sorry, when I go to check the chat, I got to click off of that screen. This is a pain in the ass. During his career, Chris served eviction notices, orders of protection, child custody decisions, arresting criminals, and he's been confronted in public since he retired. When you're out at a restaurant with your family or something, like you'll see these guys, which happened to me twice, and I had to leave right away because I didn't want to put my family in that situation. But the state of California wants to make sure that the criminals can do whatever the fuck they want. They can shoot each other in the face. They can go after your family. They can break into your house. They can get out of jail free. But you're just a peasant. They do not care about you. They don't care about your safety. Nothing. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you think a 30-year veteran law enforcement officer should have the same rights as, let's say, an Illinois State Police officer or even a local PD? Because it's seemingly that they're targeting sheriffs and sheriff's deputies and stuff, which is the supreme, actually, law enforcement. So I wonder what you guys think. Do you think it's right that that they're taking away these guys' rights to have a carry license? Or at least the one that they should be getting, which is the one that's free and they can go anywhere with it. Sherman, I thought you liked the Citroen. Or maybe the Skoda. Jeff says, no, not fair. And good to see you, Jeff. But remember, in a not so distant past, one of us sitting in this room was in with the committees to get conceal and carry for citizens, period. And we had to deal with a lot of bullshit to even get that passed. And it's still basically on paper. It's a conceal and carry license on paper. Where is the brick wall? We're not in the studio. We're in the shop. And well, we'll talk about that again, but Operation Restoring Legacy is sitting right behind me, and you guys can't see it until it's ready. Until I'm ready for you to see it. Yes, they should be able to carry anywhere. Absolutely, Alan. But then again, I think we should be able to carry anywhere. Can you argue with that? Because, I mean, gun-free zones are what? What were those things again? The gun-free zones, what were they?
They're nice target areas.
Mm-hmm. Where can you find the biggest amount of soft targets when you don't want anybody to fight back? I think that'd be gun-free zones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking. The Amazing Kreskin. Okay, we'll go with that. No, it's been 2 weeks. We've been over here for 2 weeks because we don't have a studio right now. That's better. Holy shit, that's a lot better. Yes, in Tennessee, you can. Kentucky, you can. Everywhere else but here, you can. In fact, did you know when we were fighting to get the law, that reciprocity, all the states around us, pretty much in the Midwest, will allow me to roam freely with a sidearm because I have a conceal and carry license and I've been qualified for it. Did you know the state of Illinois doesn't recognize a single one from any state?
Fucking commies.
Not one.
It's because Illinois is ran by commies.
Well, that's the thing, Alan. That's what I was saying. I can cross state lines with it. I can go into Missouri, Iowa, Tennessee, Kentucky, Wisconsin, Ohio, just pretty much everywhere in the Midwest with my card. But nobody can come this way. Indiana. Yeah, I mean, but we don't accept none, not one. Not even the federally recognized one, which is stupid. But it's the state that we live in. We're run by progressive shitbags who have an IQ collectively of 70. Forrest fucking Gump has more IQ points than they do. It costs about $800 to get credentials to carry in New Jersey. Holy shit. That's stupid. But then again, I can imagine what it is in California. I mean, obviously, if I flew to California, I can't carry in California. In fact, I can't even take a gun into California. Well, I can take my gun into California. I just can't take my firearm into California. The gun's kind of attached. Any veteran is trained should have the right to carry just as everybody else should be. I agree with that, but they don't. In fact, if you remember right, for many, many years, what they tried to do was say that anybody who served in the military are null and void from even having a firearm because they're dangerous. Yes, that was actually said, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was going to say, in some of your bases and stuff, some of the buildings have no guns allowed.
Yeah, and well, we've had a couple of them shootings too. Like Fort Hood. And
Mm-hmm.
Angie, that is not for you to decide, and you don't know if their brains are destroyed or not. It's not for the government to decide. Got to be safer than the damn politicians taken from us. Precisely. Yeah, I've actually tried on multiple occasions to testify before Congress, and they won't allow it. Most of the time I get ignored, but there's been a couple times where I've gotten responses back, and they say absolutely not. I'm like, no balls. No balls. Chicken shits. I mean, it's
an inanimate fucking object.
But and what like I said, it's like that thing said, it's an inanimate fucking object. Okay, they don't understand this. They think. I mean, I watched Mr. Fartman. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
On national television, tell them that well, it doesn't matter what I have around me, because they said, well, you got all these armed security and stuff like that. He goes, well, yeah, well, I need them. The fucking interviewer is like staring at him, going, seriously, bitch. So it's okay for you to have, police and firearm, and all these, this major details carrying MP4s and fucking M4s and shit like that. But the average citizen is not allowed to have that. That's the dumbest fucking thing ever. He's a self-important piece of shit, and he always has been. Yes, similar here. Depending on what your role is in the military here, you could have a 10-year travel ban, no international. Oh, that's bullshit. He means that the military can't do anything.
Yeah.
Well, Christina, that's happening in Canada too. Like our good friend said, Canada is a cesspool of stupidity at this point, and it keeps trickling down here. And unfortunately, the land down under got hit by it first, and that's where Cockroach Deluxe up there in Canada got the idea from. You know, I just realized I'm looking up at the security cameras. It doesn't matter where I stand to go take a piss. You're probably going to see Wiener.
Wiener.
Mega Cuba. Yeah, the oversized frozen version. I'd be almost partially okay with that if they would at least get Cuban cigars and I could have one of my friends from Canada to bring me Cubans. Real Cubans, not those fucking knockoff bastards. Somebody tried to actually give me They said it was a Cuban. I'm like, that's not a Cuban. I'm like, well, it's like, that is not a Cuban. What do you mean? I was like, that's not a Cuban. I'm telling you, it's not. It's like, you can tell by the wrap and the smell. I was like, yours smells like stale piss. That is not a fucking Cuban. Which, by the way, yes, I did immediately after the first time I fired that back up. After we did all that. What do you think I was doing? I was sitting out here smoking a stogie.
Yep.
I was like, surprise. It's happening. Let's see, I don't know. I popped up another one, I think. And yes, I'm fully aware I have way too many fucking tabs open up here. They're all useful. I do use them. Why does that have... I'm not getting half these comments. That was Bill Clinton's cigar? No, I didn't smell like stale tuna. It didn't smell... It didn't smell like you know, Limburger cheese mixed with tuna.
Didn't taste salty.
Mm. I'm sorry, but I don't think I want to smoke vag. Where did he get that idea? I mean, he's like, here, flavor my cigar. No. Why do you want... Like, what's that cigar called? It's a lovely taste of yeast infection. What the fuck do you want? It smells like and tastes like sourdough.
Fucking accent, dude.
Come on. Come on, that was good. No, damn it. Good. What? I always did a really good Bill Clinton. So. Oh, not at all. Much less when it's on fire. Right. That gives me the fucking heebie-jeebies. I mean, Nope. Well, she did get mad at him once or twice. What if she crammed it up her crack? I mean, not the front crack, the back crack. Why is there a peanut on here? Okay, all right, moving right along, right? I mean, I could probably take that joke out a few miles longer, but I refuse. I don't even remember which ones we have in here, to be honest with you. It's been so long since we've used them. I'm feeling something like we haven't listened to in a really long time. So I'm going to look through here real quick. Sorry guys, hold on a second. I'm trying to look through what's left, what music we do have on here. Played that. I got in trouble for that one last time.
Why? They didn't like it?
No, I got gigged on YouTube for that.
Oh. That's fucking bullshit.
Uh-huh. I don't remember if we played that one or the other one last time. Do you remember?
I do not.
Well, fuck it. We'll be playing this one. How you doing, Sherman? I prefer Ahmed. Peanut. Yeah, I know. Corn. Ah, the husk. Yeah. Well, then again, your body really doesn't deal with green peppers very well. So it'd be like stringy. Well, I guess you could mold that into the wrap and nobody'd notice. No, Sensor Tube hates me. Actually, I get that's the reason why we're not monetized, because we can't be. Because we play, even though it's fair use, it's copyrighted material, and we use words like cunt and fuck constantly. So yeah, we're not allowed. That's the reason why we have a donation link. So if you guys want to help us out and keep us running, that'd be fantastic. But you don't have to. It's just nice. But we're going to take a break after I figure out how many fucking things I got to mute.
these fucking guys?
The Machine Radio Show.
So hot right now.
Don't chub it up.
Showtime.
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
Well, they're not stupid. They're not full of shit. They're fucking nuts.
Whatever, dumbass.
There this is two dicks.
Fuck you, buddy.
What's the problem here?
Because Dickon.
Oh, the baddest shitheads.
You know I love them.
Enjoy the show, motherfucker!
I admit, the very fact when I went to do that, the audio that was playing, I looked at him and started laughing even harder. Because it was perfect timing. I'm like, oh, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Dude, look at my fucking cable.
That's really sad.
It's got an infinity knot in like 6 places. You can tell these don't get fucking messed with very much. Anyone else seeing that scene with Cheech Marin from Dusk Till Dawn? Yeah. Yes.
Is it the name of that bar, the Titty Twister?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Come on in, pussy lovers! Yeah. What is it? You can buy one for only a penny. If you can find it any cheaper than that, fuck it. That was like one of his best lines, though. Maybe that's why you can't hear too many knots. No, I can't hear because I've been around race cars and explosions most of my life.
Without proper PPE.
What's PPE? Yeah, no joke. I actually do have to go get fitted for hearing aids. I have the speech recognition of a 75-year-old man.
Huh?
What? Did you say something? But the ones that I want to get, I can't get because I am no longer in the armed forces. Haven't been in a very long time, and since I made a screw up and tried and basically denounced the I had my reentry code changed so I could go back. I'm no longer entitled to any of that. So the ones that I want to get are actually about $5,000 a piece.
Damn.
You know what I'm going to get? Those cheap fucking plastic ones that they shove in your head because I can't afford the other ones. Anyhow, let's see what else we got. I don't want to get to that one yet. That's kind of a somber occasion, but this is just juicy. I love it because I believe Rittenhouse won his lawsuit too, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
So defamation lawsuits are flying off the fucking shelves at Whoopi Goldberg, the ugliest woman I've ever seen.
She has not aged well.
No, that's terrifying. But the former NCAA swimmer Riley Gaines wins $10 million defamation lawsuit against Whoopi Goldberg. It's with a question mark, but we think that's obviously what happened. Let's see who's going, because this is just a think piece story, so I'm gonna finish it. It's actually just a reason why I brought it up is because it's actually something that should happen, but I believe this was a satire site that said this, wasn't it? If I remember correctly, that brought that up first.
Might be.
I believe it was, but she actually does have a lawsuit against her, a defamation lawsuit, and yeah, see, it even labels it. I thought it was, but the reason why I brought it up is because she's being Whoopi Goldberg herself is being sued by no less than what was it, eight different people.
Yeah,
including politicians, other celebrities, Kyle Rittenhouse, which I believe he did actually win his, if I remember correctly. But hers, Riley Gaines, they said a lot of people don't know that she actually has one on her. She has one not just on Whoopi Goldberg, but the entire View. So, is she a woman? You're right. I couldn't hear at 16. Well, no, I blew up too many trash cans. And I spent my entire childhood at a racetrack, so. But like I said, although it did come from a satire site that she won it, the reason why I brought it up is because she actually does have one. But there's, I couldn't tell you how many. I mean, like I said, I believe there's at least 8 that I remember that are suing not just Whoopi Goldberg, but The View in general. I'm surprised that they're still on air. They should have been off air like 10 years ago. But for some reason, there's enough dumbasses out there to listen to it and be like, oh, yes, they're doing such a great job. You listen to 15 minutes of them women, and you're either in a rubber room or wanting to put a gun in your mouth. The one that goes bang, not the one that goes squirt. But then again, I mean, it might change somebody's perception on sexuality after seeing them women, I would think. I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty sure that would make me want to be gay. It's not just a funning. Those Joy Behar and them are just that bad. They're shitty human beings. They're not intelligent in the least. And they're just disgusting people. They really are. Especially Goldberg. Yeah, Joy Behar she's married. She's married to a Sibian machine, but she's married. What? You don't have to be gay if your boyfriend is? Well, no, it makes you gay for sucking my dick. You don't know the rules? I don't even know what half of these are. Because it doesn't say. What's this one?
You an emotional...
Nope, that ain't it. I don't even have it on here. Well, fuck it. Well, Mr. Behar's a machine, so... She's got power wiener. That's about the closest thing she's ever gonna get. She's married to the inflated 8. What the fuck is it? It was inflated John, isn't it? Isn't that what they call him? I think. I was gonna get one for my friend's bachelor party one time and put it in his car when he wasn't looking. I don't remember. But seriously, if it came down to procreation with one of those idiots on The View, and I don't care which one it is, the older ones or the younger ones, if it came down to that, and it was, the human race, the survival was based on us procreating, I'd go fuck a coconut. I would Tom Hanks a coconut. I'd put a smiley face on it and start pounding it. Wilson was not a volleyball. Wilson was a pocket pussy. But I'm just saying, because they're all disgusting to me. What? You can't tell me that Tom Hanks sitting on that fucking island that entire time didn't start plowing a coconut.
How you doing, Wilson?
Wilson's got a pretty mouth. That's why he was so pissed when it floated away. It wasn't because it was his friend. It was what am I going to do for the rest of the trip? I'll just catch a sucker fish. What? Yeah, Wilson did get violated. Sir, you can't tell me it.
He made some kind of doll and just used Wilson's head.
As long as he didn't try it with a crab. Or maybe a blowfish. He'd be down there. Spikes go right in his nuts. Yeah. I mean, I guess the crab would have a hell of a grip, huh?
Oh.
There is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with us here. We're all fine. Damn it, I ain't got nothing for this. I keep looking at it here going, oh. These coconuts.
These coconuts.
Okay, that I got.
These nuts.
See, I got that one. I got that one. And, yeah, I won't go there yet. Well, I guess if you shot enough of it in there, Peter, it would definitely be like tire slime. Okay, I think I'm going too far with this now. I'm sorry, the next movie that came to mind was 28 Days Later. I bet he visited the morgue a couple times.
Well, I was just getting ready to say, wasn't there a body that washed up on the shore when he first landed on the island?
No. Oh, come on. I don't think he was that lonely yet, and I don't think that water was cold enough to keep the body fresh. I mean, it would definitely be at temperature, but...
That's all you need.
What if he buried him with just his hand sticking out?
Nope, that just come right off there.
He walks by and dude's hands like this. Okay, we need to move on. Yeah, but it'd be less chafing. I mean, it's not like he had a Walgreens where he could go get him some Astroglide. Preserved in brine. See, no.
See, you people, we all know what you would do in that situation. You know way too much.
It'll be a little salty. That's an SOS signal if I ever saw one. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, you know what's even funnier, Alan, is when you put it in your friend's welding gloves. Just a little spritz in each finger. And he puts his gloves on, they actually fall right back off. It's fucking hilarious. It actually does work. I've done some messed up stuff to my friends at work before, but Joy is a little salty these days, too. Yes, she is. Stop when you get the bones? No, then it'd be ribbed for his pleasure. Think about it. And the best part is with rigor mortis, he can adjust the hand to make it. You guys are terrible people, I'm telling you. We're talking about fucking volleyballs and dead desert hands. What is wrong with you guys? You started this. You don't want to think about it? Like you wouldn't squat on a bony finger. Oh, shit. Okay, It's even Allen's. Even Allen's. Even Allen's joining in on that one. Oh, boy. Bad things, bad things, bad things.
You're an emotional cripple. Your soul is dog shit. Every single thing about you is ugly.
Dude, this hat does not want to stay formed. It's bugging the shit out of me. All right, can we move along, guys? Because we've just went way the fuck off the deep end. I mean, we're talking... seriously, we're talking about rigor mortis hands and putting bony fingers up things. And apparently... No, you guys are arthritis, yes. Rigor, no. Yeah, but rigor's adjustable. What? Tell me I'm wrong about that.
I just say if there's one thing that I learned from Return of the Living Dead is that you can work rigor mortis out by just moving the joints.
I believe. Okay. And here I thought I was the bad influence. You guys in the chat are terrible. Okay, so we definitely found a new low. I'm fairly certain we found a new low. What do you think? You think we went a little too far with this?
Probably just a smidge.
Can't play that one. I got in trouble. Can't play that one. Well, I know that one I can play. But so what else we got? Dude, we got jack shit on here. You know that? I'm sorry, it's gotta happen.
Streaming through my head, messages of death that I could understand. They bring demarcation, they bring retribution. The time must come for you to define your enemy. I saw you come from miles away. One by one I saw you fade away. There's no tempting weapons here. The damage on your strength's unknown. Crippled and broken. There's no one left to die. Crippled and broken. Crippled and broken. Crippled and broken. Crippled and broken. Crippled and broken.
What you listening to?
The Machine Radio Show.
What did you say? I didn't stutter. I said.
The Machine Radio Show.
You just blew my mind.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the show.
It's time for bed.
What is a bed? I don't sleep, so what's a bed? Seriously, I mean, well, yeah, I would definitely play Along the Watchtower or something like that from Jimi Hendrix. Everybody loves Jimmy. Somebody else said something. Pantera, 5 Minutes Alone. Sorry, I don't have it. I don't have much of anything on here, guys. I do not have what we have over there. Let's see. Motherfucker, quit doing that. The line in the sand. There is no line in the sand here. Ow. Did you hear that over the microphone? That was my fucking kneecap.
Yeah, I heard it.
The crunch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dude, what's messed up is when my elbow, I mean, it sounds like sand rolling around in a fucking jar. And I don't feel nothing on that side, but my whole right side's all fucked up. I don't get it. No, I would definitely play some Pantera and stuff like that. We just don't have anything. I think the only thing we have in here is Revolution is Thy Name. But no, you know, like I've told you guys before. Remember, if you open the door, I'm kicking it off the hinges. So usually when somebody makes a joke, we decide to take it a little farther and a little farther and a little farther until everybody leaves. Then we know we went too far, and then we just keep doing it anyway. It's kind of our goal. We're all going to go individually, D-Man. There's no more line. He was talking about the show, JT, but yes, we get that. I've never had a line in the sand. I believe in freedom of speech full on. And for some reason, that's pissed a lot of people off over the years, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We've had some doozies written to us, that's for sure. My favorite one still to this day was the old lady, though. I thought we were Christian conservative radio, and she found out within the first 15 minutes, although she lasted the entire show, that we were not. And then wrote us a wonderful letter. It was a long one, too. several pages about how she was disappointed in us. And my only response was really just eat a dick. I was like, I'm sorry that you don't understand English. That was my first response, and she got mad at that. You know, she emailed me back, said, what do you mean I don't understand English? She's like, I read your tagline. It's like, exactly, you read our tagline, but you didn't understand it. Think about the first word. Not. Not your daddy's conservative talk radio. Which means not.
Does not resemble.
Okay, which one of you fuckers just popped in the chat as Corbin Dallas? I love it, but I mean, Corbin. Think about it. Multi-pass. Auto wash. Now I'm gonna have that movie stuck in my head. Thank you very much for that name. But seriously, that's you know, basically just my thought was, did they not understand? Did she not understand? Because it clearly states in a tagline, not your daddy's conservative talk radio. I mean, if it said your daddy's conservative talk radio, I could see her getting confused.
Yeah. But
everybody, because remember at the beginning, everybody sat there and tried to label us. You know, it's negative. It's I'm a meat popsicle. That's, but everybody tried to label it. Remember the whole labels thing. They're like, well, you're a conservative. You're a Christian conservative. I'm like, no, actually, I'm a constitutionalist. But they wanted to continuously label us. So one day I put that tagline on. It said, not your daddy's conservative talk radio. And this lady gets on her and she goes, you're a Christian conservative. You shouldn't be talking like this. I'm like, wait, where did it say that? In your tagline. I'm like, you didn't fucking read the tagline. But I called, didn't I call you at fucking work? She's like, you got to read this email. And I started talking about it.
Yeah, I believe so.
And, but she was just fucking letting us have it. Like, you guys shouldn't be talking like this. You're supposed to be Christian conservatives. You can't use the word fuck and stuff, the F word and this and that. And I'm like, ma'am, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, your tagline. I'm like, you didn't read the tagline. And we just kept going back and forth. And I finally told her, I said, listen, eat a dick. It's like, well, that's not a way to keep listeners. I'm like, I'm not here for numbers. I'm not here to be famous. I'm here to have a good time with the people that show up like you fuckers. And to have a conversation with you guys. We keep saying that over and over again. The show is not us. We're not talking at you. We're talking with you. And that's what sets us, apart from the rest, is we're not just having a conversation amongst ourselves and ignoring the fuck out of you guys. No, you guys are just as important as we are. The Mormons? No, but yeah, but the Mormons would be more understanding because they can have multiple wives. I'd be more afraid if a Scientologist popped in. Seriously. I mean, if a Scientologist come on here, I'd be like, okay, shit, we're in trouble. The fucking weirdos really are out. But
that sounds kinky, Corbin.
I will intercept you. I got nothing for that. I don't know what it is, but I like it. Tom Cruise, use your witchcraft to take the fire off me.
Help me, Oprah Winfrey.
I haven't watched that movie in forever. Now I gotta watch it again. The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Now what? Serge the Dreamer. Hey, what's going on? Good to see you. Did we have something we were going to get to, or were we just going to sit here and make dick jokes all night? I mean, because we made a lot of fucked up jokes tonight already, actually. But I think we had... Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys are aware, but the final USS Arizona survivor from Pearl Harbor has died at 102 years old. Man lived a hell of a long life. Very interesting life. Lou Conter. Lou Conter was the final surviving crew member aboard the USS Arizona. Man, it's kind of hard to see that because the greatest generation is disappearing at an alarming rate. Because let's face it, they're all in their 90s, 90s and above. I don't think there's any of them, in their 80s anymore.
Yeah.
So they're all getting there to where, unfortunately, we're going to be losing them, and it's not going to be too long from now where we don't have them anymore. Which is the reason why I kind of, with World War I and World War II, that's where my historian studies have went, because people need to remember them. Man, I don't even really want to talk about that. Oh, man. Serge is in Taiwan? Damn. Yeah, I saw that what was it, a 7.5?
That fucked everything up over there.
Yeah, wasn't it a 7.5 that hit there?
It was a pretty good size one.
That's terrible. I hate seeing that all around, like when the one hit Turkey. Remember, everybody was surprised because we were talking about Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, listen, there's still people. Not everybody's, I was like, actually, I'd love to visit Turkey one of these days, but man, that was terrible. But, yeah, back to Lou Conter here. He was an amazing man. He did a lot of talks over the years and stuff like that. I remember reading a lot of the things and listening to a lot of things that he said. But he was one of 335 sailors aboard the USS Arizona who survived December 7th. The Arizona actually lost 1,170. Jesus. He was a quartermaster, third class, when his patrol bomber was shot down. Son of a bitch. He was shot down off of New Guinea. No kidding. I remember that part, but I didn't know he was shot down. I just remembered Papua New Guinea. Oh, fuck. They had 10 or 12 sharks around him at all times. He said if a shark comes close, hit it in the nose with your fist as hard as you can, obviously. But I mean, he was a good man. He did a lot of talks. He was a real estate agent throughout most of his life, and he never missed a reunion. And the world is poor for him disappearing. Yeah, Turkey's been rough for them too, but Serge is right. Taiwan's been getting hit pretty good. Man, you broke a guitar? That's terrible. That's even worse. That hurts my feelings. It's got to be hurting his feelings because he lost his guitar. You'll be going to this year's 80th anniversary of Operation Overlord. Well, of course you get to go, but I'm stuck here in the motherfucking States with no cash and no way to, no passport, no way to get there. Serge, I'm going to give you, just like I do everybody else when they pop in, we are not like what you guys are used to hearing. We're foul-mouthed, we make dick jokes, we play heavy metal music, and we just have a good time. We do talk politics and everything else like that, but we do it in a way that makes it fun. Just for a warning, you're not gonna. We're different. And Matt, what do you think? Do you think we're different, or do you think we're normal? Or are we just fucked up people?
Well, I mean, compared to everybody else, yeah, we're different.
But how different are we, sir? Because
I would prefer that you just experience it.
I would too. It's kind of hard to explain. I mean, we might be angry with our veins sticking out of our necks at one moment about politics, and the next minute there's dick jokes. You'll get used to it. The gray zone. Absolutely, kill switch engage. Kill switch engage is the shit, man. Normal is subjective. You're right, Alan. Absolutely, because you know what I always said? I always said that normal people scare me because they have something to hide. We leave our madness wide out in the open. I mean, am I wrong about that? I got nothing I can play. I keep looking at the screen.
I was going to say, there's nothing there.
By the way, this is not our usual studio, so we're kind of out of our element here. I'll send you a... Jeff, you know you ain't got to do that, but you know I'll open it up on video so everybody can see it. I just really can't wait for everybody to see Operation Restoring Legacy behind me. Top 3 best bands. See, I don't really have any best bands, though. I really don't. I'm kind of across the board. I prefer metal, obviously, anything metal. But, you know, I mean, if you want to go back in the day, I'd say Slayer, Megadeth, you know, stuff like that.
Old school.
Yeah. But if you want to go forward, I mean, Suicide Silence, which before Eddie Hermida joined, you know, Eddie Hermida's really kind of run them down to the ground. You know, Sepultura, Slaughter Prevail, Prithee Cessation.
Brian says.
I despise Syndrome of Downs with all my being. No, Jeff, that's how I thank people. I put it on video and show people that what you sent. That's what I'm saying. That's just my thing.
So make sure to put a big rubber dick in there.
Yeah, no, yeah, penises. You know what's funny is I'd probably pull it out and go.
When you do they make confetti.
Dick confetti?
Dick confetti, yeah. So when you open it, it kind of like poofs.
Stop giving him ideas, damn it! All right. I don't know, man. Like I said, I listen to a lot of music, so it's. I mean, well, hell, it just popped up on my screen. Body Snatcher, Bad Omens. I dig the song "Van" with Poppy. I think it kicks ass. I actually like it. Well, Sleep Serpent, The War Within, Burn with Eden.
I'm the same way. My radio is either on metal or Hair Nation.
Gotta have the Hair Nation. You know what? Let me get into one of my playlists here, and I'll let you know. Upon a Burning Body is one of my favorites. They really are. I don't really have a favorite, but if I did, they would be in the top. Really dig them. Scion, which is Howard Jones. Really dig them. He was in Killswitch Engage, obviously, and several others. Let's see. View full playlist. As long as it isn't playing. Yeah, like this. I mean, look at how it goes across the board. Upon a Burning Body, Dax, Typo Negative, Light the Torch, Ozzy, Unity TX, The Haunted, Beyond Unbroken, Stained with Silver. Holy shit. I do go all over the place, don't I? Let's see what random is. Motley Crue, Illicit Thoughts, Tom McDonald, Overtime, Demio Borgir, Samson, Megadeth, In Flames, Motley Crue, Chaosium, Sumo Psycho, Chris Webby, Infected Rain, Wage War, jeez, and Ginger, love Ginger. Ginger's awesome. Let's see. I can recommend you my friends of 1914. Marduk, Bolt Thrower. Yeah, I do that too. Accept. Hey, what's wrong with Accept? Balls to the Wall was one of the best songs out there. Aborted. Fucking love Aborted. You know I love Aborted. But you know, I said I'm really across the board. I mean, I like a lot of different things, a lot of different music. Peter's still on medication after watching Ginger. I fucked him up. Yeah, I made him watch Pisces. I was like, oh, she's so cute and unassuming. Oh, that's a pretty voice. What the fuck? That's the greatest reactions ever. Seriously. In fact, I don't even know what we're going to play for break next because we don't really have much on here. To be honest with you, hey, if you want to send us, Serge, if you want to send us recommendations, we would love to see them. Seriously, we love hearing music from all over the place, actually, and whatever you may like. You never know, we might like the same stuff. We just have jacked fucking shit on this drive. I said we're not in our normal studio, so. Dude, we haven't played Devil Driver in forever. What about Devil Driver? Yeah? It's time for a random thought from the Machine Radio Show. This is Brandon from the Machine Radio Show. Isn't sex kind of like playing bridge? If you don't have a good partner, you better have a good hand. This has been your random thought from the Machine Radio Show. Okay, after hitting multiple buttons, we are back. It's late in the UK. Yeah, but Ian stops in quite a bit, Jeff. He really does. But I haven't seen him for a while, so that does kind of bother me a little bit. But I get it. We're on a different time zone. And it's disturbing that I'm hearing country music in the background. I haven't heard banjos yet, though. So we might be safe. I did lock the door, just in case. Well, Matt, hey, you know what? I'll go ahead and tell you about that. We are going to have some more history lives coming up, not just on Lost Battlefields, but on here. I've got a couple things in the works, and I'll probably do those earlier in the day so that way more people can enjoy it. I know it's kind of hard, but at least we're podcasted. So you guys, I hate that fucking word podcasting because we're actually live radio, but it is podcasted for later viewing, so you guys can go back and see it later. But there will be some history lives coming up and stuff. I got a good friend of mine in Latvia who is a battlefield archaeologist and has sent me a few items over the years. He's going to be on. Of course, I'll have our good friend from Lost Battlefields on here and Tom from Austria. I'm going to drag him on here kicking and screaming. And there's a few people here in the States that I want to talk to, and I might, if I can catch them, because they're kind of hard to catch, obviously, because there's a war on, but my friends in the Ukraine. I might have a couple of them pop on. Hey, Sherman, since you're going to the anniversary, you got to find me something and send it. You need to go get some of those little glass jars about this big and get me sand from each beach. But I want pictures of you getting the sand from each beach because I don't want it from the same fucking beach. Us old bastards need sleep sometimes. You get all the sleep you need when you're dead. You know that. Sleep is overrated. I mean, most of the time I'm hanging out with I'm texting back and forth with our good buddy Peter there in Australia at midnight, and he's like, "Aren't you gonna go to sleep?" I'm like, "Sleep? What's that?" And then I finally fall asleep, and he's like, "Hey, I'm still talking." I'm like, "I'm out. I'm done." But it's just I don't know. There's a lot of things we want to get done. And of course, like I said, Operation Restoring Legacy is in its final stages. The video will be up, I'm hoping, next week, so you guys can see that and I can unleash it and let you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoyed putting it back together. As per usual, I tried to take as many photos as I could and as much video as I could, but to be honest with you, I was too busy working with it to actually do much of it. But the video is still going to be long, and I'll probably do a voiceover on it, which I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. And the heater just kicked on because I can hear it plain as day. I wonder if they can hear it. I mean, I know they got to be able to hear the buzz from the amp.
Yeah.
Which, technically speaking, we can actually shut the amp off because we're not using the speakers. Holy crap, I'm tired. You're a curse. You made me tired. Sherman, I was just fucking with you. Yeah, I was just messing with you, dude. Yeah, New Zealand. NZ. No, there's, yeah, I'm still, there will be another short, video shortcoming. I might do it live. I don't know yet. Of something that's coming to me from my friend, that's the battlefield archaeologist. One of his friends found something absolutely amazing, and I want to share it with you guys because it's going to go in a glass case and on my relic shelf, which I can't show you because if I pull up the curtain, Operation Restoring Legacy will be released, and I don't want to do that. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm out of coffee. I'm out of bourbon. Well, there's bourbon on the desk, but I just don't want it anymore because eventually I have to go home. You, man, as well as anyone interested in extreme metal and history. Well, everybody should be interested in both, to be honest with you. Wake up. Wake
That
up.
ain't gonna work, because eventually I'm gonna shut down. I'm done. I'm toast.
The pecker slap didn't work either?
Uh-uh.
No? Anyhow. All right, Jeff, you have fun. We'll see you later. I'll catch you later on. But what do you guys want to talk about now? What do you guys want to do? Because we don't have anything else left, so... No, it's just when I go home, there's somebody there waiting. But we got a few minutes left, so whatever you guys... well, I guess we'll just open the floor. You can ask questions. You know, you can ask us about the show. It doesn't have to be about the show. It can be about politics. It can be about history. It can be about music. It can be about the fact that I'm going to have to slap him silly here in a minute because he keeps falling asleep on me. He's not even twitching. This is bad.
Yeah, that's why I said it's time for bed.
Let the Bodies hit the floor. You know, that was I don't dislike that song, but I wasn't a big fan of the band because I think they had maybe like one or two good songs and then they fell off the face of the earth. It's kind of like Godsmack. I loved like maybe 2 or 3 songs from Godsmack and then couldn't stand them. Same thing with Disturbed. Disturbed, if you listen to one album, you've listened to them all. They all sound exactly the same. Mayor Tiffany Henyard of Dalton. Yeah, she's in some deep shit. It's getting closer. I think they're going to fry her. At least they should. She's a shitbag. Trump says that he will lock up his opponents. Dem said he is tearing apart the Constitution. How hypocritical. True. I'm doing my own research into family in that war. I have a few books and subject. Can't wait to hear them. Yeah, okay. By the way, the book that Sherman sent me is still sitting on my desk, and I haven't read a single page because I've been so damn busy. I'm also reading the German General's Talk, so I'm trying to read through some of my books. I'm just not getting anywhere with it. To be honest with you, I just don't have the time right now. Ooh, way too busy. Way too busy. He's got the boom microphone. I can't lean back. Well, Sherman, originally I was going to start an entire other channel for history, but I figured since I've done stuff on here, why not? It does confuse people, though, when they get on our live and find out that it's not just history. It's us being dicks. So how's the daughter, Sherman? Is she still trying to learn English language from the worst offender of the English language? offenders, because he's involved too. He barely speaks English too. All right, like I said, I'll open the floor. Ask us questions. Ask us anything. It can be about show. It doesn't have to be about show. It can be about us, about music, about whatever. Oh no, I've got books surrounding me right now. I got one that, like I said, that Sherman sent me about. It's the autobiography of Hans Ulrich Rudel. And I've got the Federalist and Anti-Federalist papers sitting off to my right, and the Chronicles of the Holocaust is actually behind me, and that's at the shop. And of course, I got books on the computer as well. Yes, I seen the War of 1812. Yeah, it didn't turn out so well for somebody, did it? They did burn one of our buildings down, though. An important one. See where the National Guardsman got arrested for smuggling a migrant in Texas. Yes. Not just one. He smuggled several. So, well, UCMJ his ass and send him on his way. Leavenworth looks nice this time of year. Trust me, the closer we get to the elections, the more the political football is going to be punted and the odder it's going to get. I'm glad it's not a drinking game because we don't have that kind of alcohol here. We need to get a project. Dude, I told you I was going to build a Polish tankette, but I can't find... I mean, if I had the money, I would. I've already got some sheet steel and stuff and square tubing. I could make a mock-up of a Polish tankette and make it run in no time. She has participated in a contest for her English class. Oh, please tell me she didn't cite anything I said. Today I wrote my... I wrote my thesis on the Machine Radio Show. They really like dick jokes. No, that's awesome. I think it's great. Well, I'm telling you, Peter. Really, the only thing I need is, like I said, I've got some steel tubing and stuff like that. Really, all I need is a track system off of an old Caterpillar tractor to get as close to the original tracks as I could. I could make the suspension look like the tankette, and the drivetrain, to be honest with you, could easily be even a Toyota 22R engine attached to a Bobcat. Build a Wendy's. We got one here, and the fucking drive-thru sucks.
Fucking food sucks.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten there since got food poisoning.
Oh, I have. I went through there several times, but the problem is the last time I went through, I mean, I drive a lifted four-wheel drive truck, and it's still almost bottomed out in that hole. Well, some materials, yes, but buying a Bobcat and a 22R engine and tracks off of like a D6 would be kind of an issue. And I'd probably have to recreate kind of the tread a little bit to make it look as period correct as possible. But the tankets are only like this big. I mean, it's a two-man crew. Built in Leavenworth, yeah. I gotcha. I see where you're going with that. Brian's right. Brian says as much as they're charging for their damn food, now they ought to be able to fix the fucking potholes in the parking lot. Well, you know it's bad when you have 35-inch tires and a 4-inch lift, and you damn near scrape the fucking pumpkin on it. How do you make a piece of piss? I gotta learn the lingo between Australia and here. That's awesome. I like the term. I also found out that you don't want to tell a woman in Australia if you're talking to her if you'd like to take a walk, because that means something else entirely. Yeah, did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, did you know looking at a woman saying, "Would you like to take a walk with me?" means basically, let's go back to a hotel room?
Did not know that.
Yeah, my friend didn't either. He was he was down there for a vacation and said that to somebody. He was just being polite and said, "Would you like to take a walk?" And they're like, "No." And he was fucking confused, and they had to explain to him. He goes, "Oh shit, I'm so sorry," because he had his wife with him. So she was confused too. And he's like, "No, I wasn't asking for a threesome. I was just being polite." This is true, Matt. She would. Matt says if anyone builds any tank of any kind, Angie will try to steal it. Hey, I got a friend of mine that actually wants me to build, no shit, build a British Mark IV. He wants me to build an actual British Mark IV. I was like, do you even have any idea how big that fucking thing is? He's like, no. I was like, I'll send you the specs. And I sent him the specs. He goes, holy shit. I'm like, yeah, it's like a fucking house on wheels or on tracks. There's no way I'm going to build that. I might build a mini version. I built a mini version, but I want to build a mini version that I can get in. How's that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does it sound better? Yeah, so if you're in Australia, don't ask a woman to take a walk with you because she's going to be mad. You might get punched for no reason because you don't understand it. But then again, it's no different than talking to my German counterparts. I'm German myself, Bavarian myself, and it really fucks with them sometimes when we talk because some words that we say are different than what, have a different meaning.
Yeah.
So they're like, wait, what'd you just say? I'm like, oh, here, let me explain. Are you about dead?
I'm actually thinking I'm going to get out of here because I can't stand anymore.
Well, you're sitting.
I know, and that's the problem. I can't sit anymore in this chair. And my brain is done.
Sausages and cabbage. I could go for some good levercase, though. I'm going to be honest with you. All right, I think we lost Matt. He has finally died.
I'm done. I can't hang on anymore.
That's all right. We're about that anyway, so.
I can't feel my ass anymore because of this chair.
You don't like that chair? You don't
I hate this chair.
Oh shit! I thought you liked hemorrhoids.
About an hour and a half is about all I can stand in it.
Yeah, I've had to sit in one of those fucking things for a long period of time. I feel your pain.
I'm gonna go and crash. Not literally. I'm going home and going to bed.
Yeah, you drive home and then crash. How's that?
Bye, everybody.
Oh, they're all taking shots at you.
Yeah, and they're all pitiful shots, too.
I know, they're not even good ones. It's terrible.
I'll see you.
All right, see you later. I won't be on here much longer anyway. Thanks, Corbin. That's it. It's actually a little bit more lively usually, but like I said, we're not in our own element right now. We're not in we're in the shop studio instead of the actual studio. The actual studio is being moved, and I've been so busy I just haven't had time to do any prep. So I don't have as much fun stuff as I usually have. Yeah. Christina, he's been on the run quite a bit. I don't blame him. I have too. Well, Saturday you'll be partying, and Saturday I'll be moving furniture for the studio. The races got canceled because of the weather, so I won't be going racing for the first time this year. Ho-Ho is not here. This is not the same building. This is an entirely different building. This is actually my shop. Like I said, something beautiful and angry is sitting right behind me, but I can't show it to you guys because it's not been released yet. No, let's not do that because he would be pretty much reciting the entire movie if we did, so let's not do that. All right, guys, I got enough time for one more question. It can be about the show. It doesn't have to be about the show. It can be about, whatever. But one more question, and I'll answer it, and I'm out of here myself. I know we have a delay, so I'm waiting. And since I don't have the Jeopardy theme, I'll just play something completely fucked up and out of random air here.
Just in case.
Holden, they're not going to let you in with a sidearm.
The guy is 6'9", weighs 300 pounds.
That's right.
So what's he gonna do?
He's going to take the fucking thing away from you. He's going to kill you with it, and then he's going to have sex with your face.
That was random enough. What is the meaning of life? I don't know. When you figure that out, let me know. Why are we here? Because you're sick and twisted like I am. Absolutely. There is no black and white here. We are in the gray zone. Nothing is off limits. No political party, no side, no nothing. Everything is free game. The gray area is the best way to be. At least in my own personal opinion. D-Man, you're taking off? Well, I'll be taking off too. I'm gonna run out the door. Not as fast as Matt. I got to shut everything down and do a few things before I leave. But oh, and I will be redesigning some old Machine Radio Show T-shirts and everything else like that too. Obviously with the new guy and everything else like that, but the stuff on the back will be different. I got a few other things I'm working on, but we'll get to it. I want to get back to my history roots and get back to doing my historian thing. And of course, it's racing season and shit, so I'm all over the place. But guys, I think I am done for the night. I mean, there's no more other real questions or anything else like that, so I am going to get out of here. As per usual, it's fantastic having each and every one of you with us. Tell 5 friends, tell those friends to tell 5 friends. Come on in. And we will see you next week, hopefully in the original studio, but I'm not for certain. We'll see. We'll just have to play it by ear. But I am out here, guys. I will see you later.